Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle here, and today I'll be going over the Nintendo Direct that we had today on October 1st, 2013, which basically previewed a bunch of games that we knew were coming, but the trailers looked phenomenal. I'm so much more hyped up for so many more of these games now. I was anticipating most of them already, but now I'm just like drooling. I can't wait to have my hands on these, and I don't like this because I'm trying to pick what I want to buy this fall season. I am getting a PS4 and I'm trying to save for that, but then there's just so many games coming out from Nintendo that I'm just like, I wanted that, but I was gonna wait, and now I kind of want it on day one. So I guess Nintendo Direct is doing a good job because the whole point is to hype up these games, and it's working perfectly because now I don't know what to do. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'll just talk about the bigger things that I saw from this Nintendo Direct. Super Mario 3D World looks fantastic. I really wanted to get this game beforehand, but now they've showed more of like what the world is like, and it really does remind me in certain aspects of 3D Land from the 3DS, but then they have moments where it's just like that looks exactly like Super Mario Galaxy, and then there's other times where it's like, I've never seen this. They have this thing where you get this one of the items and it creates duplicates of you. And there's one point where every character, so 4 players got this thing, and there's like 8 of them. And you control both. Like, you control multiple characters. It's insane. It looks so different, so unique. I can't wait for this. So it's like there's so many similarities with this game from previous games, because it's kind of like Super Mario 2, because you have all the 4 characters from that, mixed with New Super Mario Bros, because you are playing 4 players, mixed with Super Mario 3D Land, mixed with Super Mario Galaxy, and then just crazy new stuff. So I can't wait for this game. It looks amazing. What else did it talk? The only negative from this entire thing was that Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is going to be delayed until February 2014. So it's delayed by about 2 months. It was supposed to be released this December. That's kind of unfortunate, but in my opinion, I was not going to be picking that up on day one. I was going to be asking for it for Christmas, and now I won't have to, and I can just wait until February. It's like, it's not going to affect me too much, but considering how many few games there are on the Wii U, they're starting to pick up steam now, finally. But it would have really helped, I think, for the holiday season to have Donkey Kong as well, to really push the Wii U out there to try to compete with the PS4 and Xbox One, in my opinion anyway. But whatever, it's only 2 months, it's not too bad. Next up, Sonic Lost World. They showed a trailer for the 3DS one, and then they kind of mixed and matched with the Wii U as well. It just looks fantastic on the 3DS though. I did not expect it to look that good. This is going to be the first like 3D world environment for Sonic on like a handheld, because the other ones were all like side-scrolling platformers, and this one is just, I did not expect it to look that good on the 3DS, and it really gives you incentive, and more incentive anyway, to pick it up for the 3DS along with the Wii U. I'm probably going to wait on Lost World for both the Wii U and the 3DS, but man, I'm quite excited to pick it up for both. It looks like probably the best Sonic game possibly ever. I don't know. Obviously, you know, Sonic 1, 2, and 3 are very nostalgic, and they're the best side-scrolling platformers for Sonic. But this just looks, man, it brings me back to Sonic Adventure, and tenfold. It just looks amazing. It's so fast, and there's so much going on, and so colorful. It does not look like Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That's what I'll say. Next up, we saw Bravely Default, and it showed the characters. This is the game coming out for the 3DS, which is an RPG from Squaresoft, or Square Enix. What are they called? Square, the guys that do Final Fantasy nowadays. I don't even know what are they called nowadays. Give me a second. Didn't they do? Square Enix. Thank you, Tomb Raider. Anyway, this looks amazing. This looks like a Final Fantasy game, obviously, because it's from them. But they showed off the characters, and it looks really good on the 3DS. This is going to be coming out the first quarter of 2014 is what they announced. Next up is Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, the 3DS game. And this, man, after seeing this trailer, there's 2 things. The trailer was fantastic. I was kind of, when they first showed off Link Between Worlds, I was happy that it was, you know, going to a top-bottom view once again, like the old classics. But I wasn't happy with the that it wasn't sprites. So like, I don't know, I'm just old school, I'm old fashioned. I would have liked to have seen like a new Zelda game made on the 3DS or the Wii U, you know, with sprites. I just think that that would have been so cool, kind of like looking like the Super Nintendo Link to the Past. But you know, it's very cartoony. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like the art style. I'm excited for it, but I wasn't super excited about the art style. Like I was half and half. But now, after this new trailer, I don't know. I just completely love it. I think it's perfect for Nintendo, and it just really works well. And I'm quite excited for this game. The trailer looked great, but the cool thing that they've announced is that in past Zelda games, you get a new item in a new dungeon, and you solve puzzles using this new item for that dungeon. But now they're switching it up. You can buy or rent all of your items from a shop, and right from the get-go. So you choose which dungeon you go to. You don't have to go straight to the new dungeon, get a new item there, use it in that level, go to the next dungeon, get a new item there. No, you can go to this shop, rent whatever you need, go on to whatever dungeon you want. It's completely different for a Zelda game, and it's kind of like they're switching things up a little bit. And I like that. I really like that. And this game looks probably, out of all the Zelda games I've seen in the last little while, to really change it up. You know, because you can go, you know, through walls by going through like an 8-bit version of yourself, kind of crossing across the walls. It's cool. I really like this, and just that new trailer just really sold me on this game. And it's a week after the PS4 is released, and now I'm like, and it's the same day that Super Mario 3D World comes out, so it's, God, Nintendo, what are you doing to me? Also, where you buy the shop is Ravio's shop, and the character kind of looks like Nabbit from New Super Mario Bros. You and new Luigi, new Super Luigi, oh my goodness. He kind of looks like Nabbit, but, and you know, he actually, you know, said that like people had saw the screenshot of this and thought that it looked like Nabbit, and he actually acknowledged it, and he's like, but it's actually not, and they like showed a rendition of like what Ravio actually looks like, and what Nabbit looks like, and they look similar, but they are different characters. And he was saying that it's possibly because the teams work side by side and they might have inspired each other, not knowing. I just thought it was really cool that they actually acknowledged what the fans were saying about these two characters. They didn't have to. It has no relevancy to either game, because he said that they're completely different characters, but it's cool that he acknowledged that. I thought that was a nice little thing for Nintendo to do. To acknowledge their fans. I like that. And last but not least, they announced a new Kirby game coming out for the 3DS, and it was just like colorful cuteness everywhere. It looks very good for the 3DS. It looks very much like the latest one that they had on the Wii, Return to Dreamland, I believe it was, but just single player. And it just looked like a really fun Kirby game. So I was quite excited to see the return of Kirby and the return of him on the 3DS. I was wondering when they'd finally release one, because on the DS there's so many Kirby games, and we were missing some Kirby, I think, on the 3DS. The 3DS pretty much has like almost every character now. All we need is a Star Fox, and that's it. You know, we had Donkey Kong earlier this year. Next year we're getting Yoshi and Kirby, so we've pretty much nailed every character, main character. Oh, and Samus. We need a Metroid. So Metroid and Star Fox. That's all we need from all the main Nintendo series. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the Direct. I loved the new trailer, so Super Mario 3D World, Sonic Lost World, Link Between Worlds. I'm salivating at the mouth for these games now, and that is the point of Nintendo Direct. So they did a great job hyping these games up even more, and I'm quite excited for Kirby 3DS. Kind of sad that Donkey Kong is delayed, because I think that's going to hurt the Wii U a little bit, and anybody that was really anticipating the game, and they have to wait another 2 months, which isn't too bad. And I mean, it's the fall season, so you're going to have enough games. Most chances are, unless you only own a Wii U. Haha, burn. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love the Wii U. There's games over there that for the Wii U, and the Wii U is picking up steam now. I just wish that they could have continued that for a little bit longer. So anyway, you've been bearded in. Thank you much for watching, everyone. And let me know in the comments below what you liked the most about this Nintendo Direct. Beardage!